The statistics are startling. We're getting a new look at the toll the coronavirus is taking on our mental health.
A recent study, Keisha, by the Centers for Disease Control found that 25% of 18 to 24-year-olds, that's 1 in 4, reported considering taking their own life as a result of the COVID pandemic. NBC Connecticut's Christine Stewart talks to a local social worker and peer counselor about what they're hearing and what help is out there.
A lot of youth are feeling very isolated from their families. They're feeling very isolated from their communities, from school, and a lot of anxiety just due to this level of uncertainty, not knowing what's going to come next or where to find the answers.
Not knowing whether they're going to have prom or what college will look like has been a struggle for young people.
People just are upset with their parents. It's, the little things that kind of nip at you all day and you're not able to aren't able to necessarily go to therapy like the therapists and psychiatrists right now. And, sometimes those are just the things you need to just talk about the little things.
Skylar Rivera is a warm line operator for Join Rise B, which is a peer-to-peer hotline. There's also fear of COVID.
It eats away the thought of, oh, what if I do have it? And yeah, it definitely just feeds into everything because we're already dealing with, our mental health issues and things like that.
The CDC study found symptoms of anxiety disorder and depressive disorder increased considerably in the United States during April and June of 2020.
The pandemic exasperates what's going on.
Maisha Smith is a licensed clinician. Numbers is a concern over disparities in health equity and access to mental health services. The Congressional Black Caucus issued a report in December showing suicide attempts by black adolescents of both sexes rose 73% from 1991 to 2017.
In addition to that, there's this long-standing history of mistrust in the system due to racial inequities in terms of seeking medical services, seeking behavioral services. There's also a stigma as well, especially in the black community, about mental health.
But Smith says everyone needs someone to talk to, and the pandemic makes that challenging.
There's a lot of tension in homes right now, so that has also led to an increase in domestic violence and crises that are happening within families.
But there are still options for people that might need help. Anyone with suicidal thoughts should reach out to the suicide hotline at 1-800-273-8255. I'm Christine Stewart, NBC Connecticut News.
And depression can affect anyone at any age. That's why experts say it's so important to be on the lookout for any signs of change in behavior. A little bit concerned, it's important to speak up.
You can go ahead and ask directly and say, sometimes when people are feeling upset, as you've indicated, or it seems like you are, sometimes people also have thoughts of suicide. Is that the case? And for some people, it's actually relief to be able to have that conversation opened and to know that it's okay to talk about how they're feeling.
If you or someone you love is having thoughts of suicide, there is help. Christine Stewart just gave this number. We want to give it to you again. It's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. You can call it 24 hours a day at the number on your screen. It is 1-800-273-8255.